Welcome to the Hustle Wing podcast. Today we are joined by Robert Heriford, the founder, CEO, and president of Innovate Solutions. He's going to chat to us about his company today, get to know him a little bit, and yeah, just have a good time. So thank you so much for joining us today, Bob. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being patient with me. I got there in the end. So tell me, what do you guys do at Innovate Solutions?
Well, we do a lot of different things, but our primary focus is in the area of cybersecurity, and that's exclusively done on Fortinet.
Okay.
And the reason, that we say only Fortinet
Hmm.
is because it gives you a single pane of glass between your all of your applications, all of your cyber, and what you would and you can see exactly what's happening, when it's happening, and where it's happening.
Okay.
As where if you get with, you take, say, Cisco, and you want to do zero trust, or any number of other cyber type activities,
Yeah.
you're going to end up with three or four or five different products,
Mm.
vendors, and each of those vendors, their solutions don't talk to one another out of the box. So you got to create what's
Mhm.
called APIs, application programming interfaces,
Okay.
and those are very much the high priority targets for cyber criminals.
Mm.
So the difference with Fortinet is we don't have any external APIs. So
Okay.
getting into an attack on Fortinet is very, very difficult. Their firewalls are rated the number one, and have been year over year over year by Gartner.
Okay.
And it's just a very cool cyber solution.
Yeah.
Continuing in that cyber area, we've helped right around 50 companies to get their CMMC, their Cyber Maturity Model certification.
Okay. Yeah.
Typically, this is a very long and drawn out task done by a cyber expert, and it takes 6 months to 3 years.
Mm.
We've automated that process completely. It
Okay.
now takes us a year and a half, or I'm sorry, a day and a half to do it.
Okay.
Uh, and we're at a cost of under $10,000.
Wow,
So,
that's
which
amazing.
is pretty amazing to get all of the things that you need to be ready for your CMMC evaluator, which is a government agency that will be doing those evaluations.
Yeah.
In the area of analytics, we have a analytics platform that
Okay.
is a single product between your data and your analytics. So no data warehouses, no data modeling. It includes artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Yeah.
It's got a BI tool that's built right into it.
Hmm.
We got about 200 clients on that, including some very, very large clients.
Okay.
Um, let's see, what else do we? Uh, so as far as I'll go over my background here in a bit, but I developed a license compliance engine for Oracle products and services,
Okay.
and we had a client come to us that was facing an Oracle audit. We saved
Hmm.
them over $1 million in Oracle fines and over 1,000 hours in audit preparation.
Wow.
And right now we're doing a similar project where you've got Oracle has de-supported a product called Oracle Forms and Reports.
Hmm.
And Oracle's solution is to go to another Oracle product called Apex, which it is free. It comes with every Oracle database,
Okay.
but the migration path that they have provided does not work.
Right.
So we're going to create, we're in the process now of final testing of our solution that will move those over all of those reports and forms over very seamlessly to
Yeah.
Apex. Depending on the volume, you may want to go to our analytics platform.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are, we've done a number of data migration projects. We just helped one company move off of AWS onto the Google Cloud, which is
Yeah.
certainly our preference in the area of cloud applications, just for ease of use and for the cost of storage and compute.
Yeah.
Google is by far and away the best that there is.
Noted.
As far as my background, I'm a native of Colorado. Still
Okay.
live in Colorado. I love Colorado. But I joined the Air Force at 17 years old.
Wow.
Spent 20 years in the Air Force.
Okay.
Had multiple combat tours during that time.
Mm-hmm.
I got out and joined Oracle on a veteran program that they had. I
Okay.
was there 18 and a half years, and my last, excuse me, most of those jobs were in very technical roles. I have an undergraduate in computer science, an
Okay.
undergraduate in accounting, and an MBA.
Okay.
So most of those jobs were fairly technical. I developed three products while I was there that Oracle still sells today.
Okay.
And my last job, I was the lead sales rep for the Air Force, which is the unit, the division of the DoD that I served in.
Yeah.
Um, I started. I kind of a cool story is when I left Oracle, I was picked up by Boeing for a contract.
Okay.
And that was started off as a $160 million Oracle implementation for the Qatari military, where we took them from literally from paper and pencil to a 21st century approach. Now,
Awesome.
the little secret about it is when I got done with the bill of materials,
Mm.
that $160 million turned into $90 million.
Wow.
So not quite half, but
Yeah.
yeah. And of course, Oracle and I went round and round and round, and I just continued to tell them. I said, "You show me in the document in the request for proposal where
Hmm.
they need that product, because I don't see that."
Ah, okay. So you got them to save a little change.
Yeah, I got a little bit of change, and then I came back and started our company in 2008,
Okay.
and we have been growing ever since.
Yeah.
Um, we are a certified service disabled veteran owned small business. We have about, I don't know, 14 or 15 government contract vehicles, so
Okay.
we can get to work in the government, because you can have the best thing since sliced bread, but you want to take it to the federal government, you got to have a vehicle to get you there.
Yeah. That's true. Okay,
So
awesome. I
in
feel
in under 10 minutes, I'd say that's who we are.
like
There's six employees and about 2,000 or so contractors that we've used over the years, and the people that have done a good job we continue to use.
of course,
Uh,
yeah.
we're we've got we've got contracts with the FBI, we've got contracts with the Department of Education, with
Yeah.
the Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
and the list just kind of goes on and on.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Bob. I mean, like, I feel like the appropriate question would have been, what do you guys not do? Because it seems like you cover everything. But it's
Well,
interesting
not
that you guys
everything,
do
but
so much.
and that list has grown over over the years since
Yeah.
2008.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely had a, you got the history for it. 2008 is a very long time ago. So,
Yeah.
you had enough time to sort of fine tune it. I'm really interested. Why don't, other cybersecurity companies use Fortinet if it's so straightforward? It seems like it's the most, foolproof way to do things.
Well, it really is. It's why, our clients, Raytheon, the Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
and it's a very sticky product. Once they get it, they don't want to take their hands off of it. Um, because, like I started to say, if you've got some other, what I call a hodgepodge solution,
Okay.
every time a cyber attack happens, you've got to go and check each of those vendors' websites. You got to
Yeah.
start checking the different areas of your networks, which can get to be very, very complex.
Mm-hmm.
And you will quickly find that by the time you've done all that, whatever attack has happened is now much deeper into your network than
Yeah.
when you first found it.
Oh
As
gosh.
where Fortinet, you literally have a single screen to look at.
Okay. It's crazy. Like everything that you've explained seems like it's so straightforward, but it seems like you're the only people doing it. So it's interesting to know that. But I mean, like cybersecurity to me, I'm not gonna lie, I know nothing about it. So
Yeah,
like I said, you have the background, you have the history, you have the skill set and the education to go with it. So I trust you. So then what are the challenges or some projects that you guys are working on at the moment at Innovate Solutions?
well, challenges are a lot of it is believability.
Mm,
In that, we don't do the bleeding edge of technology, but we are definitely on the leading edge of
okay.
technology.
Okay.
And so, like our CMMC program, for example,
Hmm.
that is hard for people to understand. How can we take a task that usually takes 2 to 5 years
Yeah.
and do it in a day and a half?
Yeah. That's
And it's
crazy.
it's all it's all simple. It's just automation.
Yeah. That's
You know,
interesting. And I get that because honestly, if somebody said to me that they could build, I don't know, a house that takes, 6 months and you build it in a week, I'd be like, you're cutting corners.
yeah. No, we don't do that.
Yeah.
We've got some really, big partners. We've worked with Accenture and Deloitte and,
Yeah.
some of the other big boys. And we don't mind, being a sub in the right condition, but most of the time now we are a prime.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's so interesting. Okay, then finally, what sort of assistance would you need from, or would you like from our community?
Uh, Spread the word. Um, get me in front of your clients. I will. They'll be shocked at the amount of money and time that we can save a company or an organization. Um, because like in the area of cyber, what is the cyber attack going to cost you?
Yeah.
You know, or on our analytics platform where you got a return on investment of um, of $11.1 million over a 3 year period.
Oof.
So it gets to be. I'm sorry. The net present value um, has an indicator of 313%. So that just basically means that if you've got a typical data warehouse type solution
Yeah.
over a 3 year period, you spent $11 million more than you needed to spend.
Wow. And you can save that for each company just because
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
automated
we've done it
services.
for 200 clients so far. So we're, you know, just one or two.
Just a couple.
Yeah. And it really crosses every industry, just like cyber does. That's
Yeah.
another thing we look for is products that cover, a vast amount of industries.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Okay, cool. So you mentioned that you have, worked with over 2,000 contractors in the past. What sort of work do you contract out?
Well, at this point, almost everything.
Okay.
Uh, you know, I don't. I really am a manager and a leader.
Mm,
I don't put my hands on the keyboards much anymore.
yeah.
And so we typically you know, will contract out any, on-site type of work that has to be done.
Right. Got it. Got it. So could you give me some examples of on-site? Sorry, I'm not really sure about what would be on-site for cybersecurity. So what sort of roles
Almost
would be
everything is going
on-site?
to be on site for cyber. Yeah, they're not going to want you to be sitting in a remote location and doing
Oh,
their
really?
cybersecurity. No, no, they're going to want you to be on site.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
yeah.
Okay, okay. So would you be looking at sort of engineers and developers and contract work for things like that?
Yeah, or people that want to learn. I mean, if you want to, if you're, you're new into the IT area and say
Mhm.
you'd really like to learn cyber, well, we've got a program to teach you. You want to
Okay.
learn about data analytics and
Mhm.
artificial intelligence and machine
Yeah.
learning. We have a program to teach you that.
Okay. Okay.
So now, we while you're learning, we're not going to pay you,
Yeah.
but if you've got some income somewhere that you can survive on while you're learning,
Yeah.
then you know, a say for example, a very senior Fortinet person could be making $240 an hour.
An hour.
An hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. So where what? So you can learn how to do data analytics and cybersecurity and things like that on Innovate Solutions.
Yep, you can. And
Ah, so you have the
you
program
don't
for
have to come anywhere to do that. You can do that
okay.
wherever you want to be, wherever you're at. You can as long as you got a decent internet connection, you can do all that training.
Okay. And if I decide to, study data analytics and then, pass my course, would I be then segued into contracts with you? Like,
Yep.
do you pick from within your students?
Yep, that's exactly what we do.
Okay. Okay, that's just straightforward. Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for your time, Bob. Thank you for sharing, Innovate Solutions with our community and getting into, the nits and grits of what you guys do. I really, I like I said, what do you guys not do? So it's really
Yeah.
interesting. It's
We're not
I do
lawyers, we're not doctors.
but
So there's two big
cybersecurity, you
areas.
got it
We don't do
down.
those.
But it's been a pleasure chatting to you and getting to know you, and I wish you all the best in future.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.